So you want to know why SOAP rocks? This video will show you the magic behind web services. You will see how you can integrate your code with a web service in less than 60 seconds and 3 lines of code. To get started, you need 2 things: a good web service you can easily understand, and a good development environment that does the hard stuff for you. Here we use a stock quote web service from Xignite, and we use Microsoft Visual Studio. So let's get started. Let's go to the Xignite web service catalog. Let's pick the Xignite quotes web service for delayed quotes. This is the home page for the service. It has many ways to get quotes, which you see here. Let's click on Get Quote to see how it looks like. It's a simple function that takes a symbol as a parameter. Let's use that one for our example. The only thing you need to use this web service is the location of the WSDL. It's a file that will teach Visual Studio how to use the web service. Let's copy that location for later use. Now we need an application to pull stock quotes in. We created this simple app in Visual Studio. It has a field for the symbol, a button to fetch the quote, and a field to show the price. It's just a shell. Let's start the clock. The first thing you need to do is teach Visual Studio about the web service. You do that by adding a web reference. You just paste the location of the WSDL, and Visual Studio does the rest. Give it a name, and you're done. Now you need to add those 3 lines of code behind that button. The first line of code creates an instance of the web service. Since Visual Studio knows about the service, it guides you through all the choices. The second line calls the web service to get a stock quote. We pass the text in the symbol field as the stock quotes. The third line of code displays the price from the stock quote. We simply throw the last price in the price field. Note that Visual Studio guides us through all the data returned. That's it. We can now run the app. Let's enter a symbol and click the button. The app calls the web service and displays the price. Our time is up. We did it in less than 60 seconds and 3 lines of code. Let's enter a few more symbols to show that this is the real thing. So now you know why SOAP rocks. It's simple if you use the right tools, and it lets you focus on the application instead of the integration.